we're hoping for nobody to walk in on filming this time, because I try and do it in one take, but hasn't worked because it's like 5 minutes long and people keep on walking in. But first of all, thank you very much for letting me do a video. It's just something I'm much more comfortable with. I like being able to watch myself talk. It's nice. It's different. It's weird. But yeah, so this is the video for being yourself. And I think being yourself for me has always been one of like my major goals in life, I'll say, like something I'm always striving for. And I think that comes from Silly Xanum, like very much so. And sort of having my brother going through Sally's, having sort of Sally's be this idea that I was always looking up to, like could not wait to get to Sally's type of thing. Always like having those Salesian role models, like looking, a lot of the people that I look up to being associated with Sally's, like going through Sally's. And one of the things you always hear about St. Francis Sales is like, be who you are and be that well. Like I did a project on him back in 5th grade, and that was the one thing I knew. I was like, I need to make sure I know this quote, like be who you are and be that well. And I think having that be ingrained in me as such a Salesian thing, and then having Sally's be such an important part of like my identity with who I am, I think really sort of forces like being yourself to be one of my major goals. Then one of the major things that we didn't really talk about a whole lot, but I think is really big about being yourself, is sort of like, I don't know everything about myself, but I know like those core values that I like always, like there are certain things that I like, those are my core values. Like it's very hard for me to go against those, and like even if I do, like I don't think I truly believe in what I did, type of thing. And so I think like always being yourself in every situation type of thing, where certain things about yourself will change, but you can always be yourself if you have those like core values and everything, and sort of like the importance of a self-identity. And what I mean by that is sort of like, no matter who I'm talking to, no matter what situation I am in, I can tailor myself for those situations. I can act a certain way for those situations, but I'm not going to change who I am and like my personality for those situations. So I think that's a really important part of being yourself, and one of the things that a lot of people can find importance with, like find super helpful. Just like a lot of things are changing, but one thing you can always know that you'll like have is like yourself and being able to be yourself. And along with that, and sort of like being yourself, it's a very abstract, like abstract thing, like mystical, like, oh, be yourself. It's like the wise old man says it. It's the advice people always get, type of thing, and no one really knows what to do. And which is, I think, the fun part about the personality test we took and everything, sort of that like they don't give you new information, but they allow you to have like this concrete idea to like latch onto and really more identify with, type of thing, which is dangerous but super helpful if you're able to identify with something. Like it can make things so much stronger and make that connection and self-identity a lot stronger, which is, I think, the really cool part about these personality tests. Like, don't put too much weight into it, but it is nice to sort of have a word or like a certain thing to describe how you've like felt, because you're answering those questions. Like, you know the answer to those questions, type of thing. So it's not any new information, but it's just really cool. So thank you, Mr. Ruby. I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about with this Being Yourself video. Have a good one. Enjoy the next video.